First at noon, protesters in downtown Portland say federal agents used tear gas on them early this morning. This as protesters set up barricades overnight, blocking traffic on Southwest 3rd in front of the federal courthouse. Fox 12's MARILYN Deutsch has the latest on the protests now in their 7th week.
Across from the federal courthouse now, there is an encampment, and some people are staying overnight. The air is clear now, but early this morning, protesters say federal agents shot at them with tear gas and other impact munitions. This video was shot by Baloo King, who was part of this morning's protest over racial injustice and police brutality. He said protesters were just hanging out about 3:30 or 4 a.m. when a line of federal agents fired tear gas at them.
We were in the street when they started gassing us, and then they pushed us from way over there in the street all the way over here, and then I was coughing all the way up to 7-Eleven.
Ronan Williams says he works as a peacekeeper at the protests. He was there too.
We were trying to tell them we're not doing anything, we're being peaceful right now, and they just out of nowhere just start shooting at the ground, shooting the pepper rounds, throwing 9 flash bangs at us, and a whole bunch of gas.
Others we spoke to say protesters did not provoke the federal agents.
It was totally unnecessary.
Augustina Elizabeth is an independent journalist covering the Portland protests. She tells us what she saw.
And then they started advancing on the crowd and advancing faster and faster and faster.
She says protesters tried to get away, but the federal agents fired at them.
They started marching down 3rd in a line, and they started throwing tear gas. And they threw so much tear gas that it wasn't until I got to 5th and Main behind the Multnomah County Courthouse that I could actually breathe.
We have reached out to the federal agencies but haven't heard back yet. Now, federal police can protect federal property, but some local leaders have criticized them for the use of force. Meantime, Portland police say they did not fire any tear gas or munitions overnight. Protesters did erect a barricade on Southwest 3rd and Salmon at one point, blocking all lanes of traffic. Police say at about 1:30 this morning, protesters threw bottles at them when officers tried to take that barricade down. Police tore it down later in the morning, just before 7 a.m., and it came down quickly without any physical confrontation between police and protesters. Again, it was federal agents, not Portland police, who were seen deploying tear gas this morning. By law, Portland police have to declare a riot before they can use tear gas, and they are under a court order to use it only when there is a danger to life and safety. Now, the U.S. Attorney's Office says the federal agents did arrest 2 people overnight, but those 2 people have been released now, and no charges will be filed. In Portland, MARILYN Deutsch, Fox 12, Oregon.